Good morning. It's Friday, so our devotional is Friday Fun Day. I'm going to be reading from Isaiah chapter 11, starting at verse 6. Isaiah 11, starting at verse 6. Someone years ago once asked me a question. They said, would their little dog be waiting for them in heaven when they got there? And I wasn't really sure how to answer the question back then, but I can tell you that C.S. Lewis responded to a similar question and said something like, if heaven for you wouldn't be heaven without your little dog, then somehow God will make sure that your dog is there waiting for you. So, the wider question, will there be animals in the new heavens and the earth? And the answer is absolutely yes. The next question, will those animals be animals of prey? In other words, will they kill and eat any longer like they do here on this current earth? And the answer to that is no. That's found in our passage, Isaiah chapter 6, Isaiah 11, verses 6 to 9. And the wolf will lie down with the lamb, and the leopard will lie down with the young goat, and the calf and the young lion and the fatling together. And a little boy will lead them. Also the cow and the bear will graze, their young will lie down together, and the lion will eat straw like the ox. The nursing child will play by the hole of the cobra, and the weaned child will put his hand on the viper's den. They will not hurt or destroy on all my holy mountain, for the earth will be full of the knowledge of the Lord, as the waters cover the sea. So some people have taken this passage and likened it to the time when the millennial reign of Christ takes place on this earth. I don't think so. I think it's the new heavens and the new earth, and they say, well, what about a child? Are there going to be children there? I can't answer that specifically, but the idea that God is trying to get across is that the most innocent and helpless among us, which are children, will not be hurt at all by the worst of creatures. That's really what it's about. So, with the sense in mind of the goodness that will be filling heaven and our enjoyment of all the creatures that God has made, I came across a really nice devotional that's just called A Dog's Purpose from a 6-year-old. This is written from a veterinarian. Being a veterinarian, I'd been called to examine a 10-year-old Irish wolfhound named Belker. The dog's owner, Ron, his wife Lisa, and their little boy Shane were all very attached to Belker, and they were hoping for a miracle. I examined Belker and found he was dying of cancer. I told the family we couldn't do anything for Belker. Not long after, Belker passed away. The little boy, Shane, seemed to accept Belker's passing without any difficulty or confusion. So he had a chance to come back into the office, and we sat down together and talked aloud about the sad fact that animals' lives are shorter than humans' lives. Shane said, I know why. And we all turned to him and said, well, why? What came out of his mouth next stunned me. I'd never heard a better or more comforting explanation. Shane said, people are born so they can learn how to live a good life, like loving everybody and being nice all the time, right? Then he continued, well, dogs already know how to do that, so they don't have to live as long. So if a dog could teach us some things, and I remember maybe 6 months ago, a year ago, using a few illustrations that things we can learn from our dogs. Here's a few more. If the dog were a teacher, what would we learn? When one of your loved ones come home, always run to greet them. Never pass up the opportunity to go for a joyride, and make sure the window is open all the way with the wind blowing. Take naps, lots of them. Always stretch as you're getting up in the morning. Thrive on attention. Avoid biting when just a little growl will do the same. On warm days, make sure you stay in the shade. On hot days, drink lots of water. When you're happy, dance around and wag your tail so hard your whole body moves back and forth. Delight in the simple joy of just taking a long walk in the neighborhood or a short walk. Be loyal. Never pretend to be something that you're not. If what you want lies buried, dig, dig, dig until you find it. And last of all, when somebody's having a bad day, be quiet. Just sit down close by and nuzzle them gently. What great insights from a little guy. Heaven is a wonderful place. God is preparing that for us. It'll be beyond your fondest, most wondrous hopes and dreams. And yes, the wolf and the lamb and the lion will all lie down together, and no one shall hurt anyone ever again. Heavenly Father, thank you for the wonderful promise of the new heavens and the new earth. Help us look forward to that and let the hope we have in your promises keep us living strong with faith in Jesus as we stay in his grip. Have a great day.